everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's Valerie. In today's video I will be sharing something a little bit different than usual, and I will be talking about the latest Jinjer cover. In today's video I will be covering everything production wise, as far as instrumentation, vocals, drums, everything production wise will be covered in this video, so stay tuned and let's get this show on the road. So let's begin running through each track. So we're going to start with the very top track, which is the main mix for the drums, and I can solo that out for you and you can hear a little bit of how that sounds. And then I also added in a little bit of the kick, underneath of the main drum mix so that it could enhance the lower end a bit. And I opted for the squeezed kit preset. And then in addition to the plugins already existing within that preset, I decided to add in some EQ and compression, as you do with in general for any track, because that is a must-have. So I used the vintage VCA compressor, very small amount of compression because the preset already had compression, so there's no need to go crazy on the compressor. So I boosted a little bit around 200 and 500k hertz, and then also I took out some of these unwanted frequencies in the higher range. For bass, I already have a preset that I tend to use a lot, so I just kind of went with that. I took out those unnecessary frequencies, boosted the lower frequencies a bit. Moving on to guitars, I have one guitar track to pan left, one panned right, and then one center, and I just really like the distorted tone of the amp that I chose. I decided to, of course, with the EQ and compression. So the EQ, which I am about to click on, I just did a high pass filter to cut out those, muddy frequencies, and took out those resonant frequencies, boosted around 1K, and then for compression I used the vintage VCA and very small amount of compression as well. I also added a sample delay, 1,000 samples left and right. A lot of people have been using this to kind of give guitars a little bit of an enhancement and make them sound a bit wider, so I definitely like to use that. Okay, moving on to vocals. So as you can see, very minimal processing. I just boosted the areas between 2K and 5K. And then compression, 3:1 ratio, about -28 threshold. I sent the lead vocal over to bus 4, which had a very short tape delay. And as you can see, it's a very, very small send, so very little is being sent to that plug-in. As you can see, it's a very short delay. Okay, moving on to the screams. You might be surprised, but I didn't really put any processing on this other than the short delay. A very short, very small send over to a very short delay to kind of, again, give it more of an echoey effect and to just, widen it out in the mix. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you. The defeated will live in pain. You hit the top. The defeated will live in pain. You hit the top. This is just like a tip. If you're ever mixing audio or anything, always make sure that your levels are not peaking and I also use a level meter to make sure it's hitting about -6, -5 dB before I go on to master the whole file itself. So that's just a tip I have. So that's really the cover in its entirety. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and comment below on what you'd like to see us cover next. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.